Welcome to our podcast on Schrodinger's cat. The Schrodinger's cat experiment is a famous thought experiment devised by Austrian scientist Erwin Schrödinger in 1985. He came up with it while reading an article written by Albert Einstein, Boris Podolsky and Nathan Rosen about the Copenhagen interpretation. This theory, hypothesized by Niels Bohr, who is also famous for his research on the structure of atoms, stated that a quantum system remained in a superposition until it was observed by a body outside the system. Once observed, the superposition collapses into only one of its possible states. Schrödinger decided to make up an experiment to explain this theory. After discussing it with Einstein, he came up with his famous thought experiment. So what is the experiment? It involved a cat being put in a box, sealed with a poisonous gas which had a 50-50 chance of being released, therefore killing the cat. Since the box is sealed, we do not know if the cat is dead or alive, that is, until we open the box and observe it. The quantum theory of superposition states that before we open the box, the cat is in a superposition. The gas was released and the cat has died, but at the same time, the gas was not released and the cat remains alive. Confusing, right? So the cat is in a superposition where it is simultaneously dead and alive. By observing the system, we force it to choose a specific state. While working on this theory, Schrödinger came up with the term Verschränkung, meaning entanglement. It was the idea that particles interact in such a way that the quantum state of each particle cannot be stated independently. A similar experiment involved electrons being shot one at a time through a double slit and onto a screen. When not observed, an interference pattern was formed, confirming the theory of superposition. Each electron was at several places at any given point in time. On the other hand, when the electrons were being observed, they formed only two single lines on the screen. The very act of observing the electrons made each electron exist in a single state rather than in several states. All this research leads to the well-known phrase, "Nothing exists until it's being observed." Take us, for example. We observe the cat in the box, but simultaneously, we also do not observe the cat in the box. It's the act of observing that causes only one of these possibilities to take place. In this case, we do observe the cat. This in turn leads to the question, if the world as we know it does exist, who then is observing us? That is a question that still remains to be answered. Thank you for watching my podcast.